Okay, hopping back to Logiship. I don't know who all can die here. I'm suspecting it goes against what I was saying earlier. I suspect this is probably like the twin route, and then Shizuka and Himiko over here. I think we're going to take a shot at Vladimir and see what happens, and if not, then we will just rewind and find someone who can get shot. Could be Kadashi or Yoshiki. Vladimir is number 9.
Thank you for your selection. Please exit the room and await this round's results. In an unexpected turn of events, it would appear that everyone has chosen to attack in the first 15 minutes, which brings this round to an end. Who'd have thought that you were all so eager to kill each other? Well, who am I to argue? Give the people what they want, right? Let's get straight to the results.
Wow. Vlad got whacked. Who saw that one coming? So, real quick, Vladimir does put us in the middle route, which is what I wanted.
Better me than Melody, I guess.
Papa, what is it?
Do you know what an orphan is?
Sweetie, Papa has to go and join Mommy for a while, okay?
You'll be going there soon, don't worry. Melody's face fell as she realized what was happening. Tears began to form in the corners of her eyes.
No, Papa, stay.
Captain, I'm going to entrust Melody to your care, okay?
Of course. I'll do my best to keep her safe.
Plus, she's a lot more responsible than I am.
No, Papa, I'm scared. Please don't go.
Melody's desperation was palpable as she implored her father not to go. Vladimir picked up Melody, doing his best to comfort her under the circumstances.
Don't go, please. I'll be better.
Sweetie, you haven't done anything wrong.
I promise I'll eat my vegetables. I won't fight anymore. I'll pick up my toys. I promise, Papa. I promise.
Melody.
Please don't go with Mommy. Stay with me instead.
Oh, how touching. Sorry to disappoint, kiddo, but your daddy has a date with the wheel!
With that, Dai summoned the dreaded wheel and gave it a spin. Eventually, the arrow slowed and came to rest on drinking.
Congratulations!
Vladimir, and might I say I added this one just for you. Today you shall face death by drinking.
Is this a joke, Dai?
What? No.
Vladimir, you're going to spend your last moments enjoying your favorite beverage, vodka.
I can think of worse ways to go.
See, Captain? I do so much for you guys. Even when I go through all the trouble of adding fun new ways to die, all you do is complain.
That's because if we cremate him, he's going to burn for 3 days.
This is why you'll never get a boyfriend.
Dai stuck her tongue out at the captain.
Well, let's head over to the kitchen together.
Dai marches all to the kitchen. Melody tearfully clung to Vladimir the entire way there.
Here we are.
Alright, sweetie. It's time to go to the captain.
Melody screamed and refused to let go.
Melody, please. Kimiko will take care of you, okay? Everything will be fine.
Vladimir peeled Melody off of him and handed her over to the captain.
Alright, Dai. How do you want me to do this?
Such a gentleman. Well, good sir, I need you to get your blood alcohol concentration up to about 0.45. Now, would you be a dear and go get the vodka from the pantry so we can get started?
Now, I have to warn you, this is kind of a trick type thing. Yes, you can drink alcohol to an overdose, but it's very likely to lose consciousness before you actually get to that point. Like, he'd have to just chug everything to make it there before he loses consciousness. Vladimir walked over and grabbed a 1.5-liter bottle of vodka from the pantry.
Excellent! So, taking into account your weight and sex,
Dai rubbed her chin pensively for a moment before replying.
you need to drink about 1 liter within an hour period to reach a lethal BAC of 0.45. There are 1.5 liters in there, so 1 bottle should be more than enough.
And if you don't know, BAC is blood alcohol concentration.
An hour seems a bit too long, though. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't you just down the bottle all at once?
So just to point this out, I don't have a skip option here. I'm I don't know what's... I do not know what should be coming, is what I'm saying. The times where I seem to predict stuff, that's just because that's the only way to do things.
Challenge accepted.
Wow, really? Man, this is fun.
The other thing that she didn't actually factor in is the proof of the vodka, because that will also play a large role, but it's possible that the writer is not really a drinker. I don't really know too much about her. Vladimir hefted the bottle and paused to examine it. His eyes took on a distant, wistful expression as he absentmindedly traced the contents of the contours of the bottle.
I remember when Sora and I used to drink together. Australians and their alcohol. She taught me this drinking song that Australians like to sing before slugging back their drinks. I'll see you shortly, dear. This is for you.
Vladimir lifted his bottle of vodka in salute. He cleared his throat.
Here's to Vladimir. He's true blue. He's a peacepot through and through. He's a legend, so they say. Should have gone to heaven, but he went the other way, singing down, 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 down.
With those words, Vladimir began chugging the entire bottle of vodka. He managed to finish in just a minute or two.
What a time to be alive! That was amazing, Vladimir.
Dai applauded him enthusiastically.
Now we get to sit back and enjoy the show. Don't be shy, he isn't dead yet. Please go about your day as normal, in this room, under my supervision. Come to think of it, I guess that would be pretty difficult, huh? Silly me.
Beatrix made her way to the pantry and pulled out a second, smaller bottle.
What's that?
Vodka, what do you think it is?
Why do you need vodka?
It's rude to let a man drink alone.
Beatrix, you were always one of my favorites.
Beatrix took a seat at the center island opposite Vladimir.
Would you like another drink?
One more won't hurt now, will it?
I guess not.
Beatrix poured herself a drink along with another for Vladimir. It wasn't long before the alcohol started taking effect. The rest of us could do little more than stand around the kitchen, unable to leave and powerless to prevent Vladimir's death.
Melody, sweetie, listen to Kimiko, okay?
Melody had stopped crying and was now more confused than anything else.
Okay, Papa.
Dai, you really shock. You know that?
Don't say things you can't take back.
Dai pretended to be offended by Vladimir's insult.
I don't want to take it back.
Yeah, Dai, you suck.
Dai raised an eyebrow in Beatrix's direction.
You haven't been handed a death sentence just yet, Beatrix, but don't tempt me.
You don't have the guts. Beatrix looked at Dai before bursting into laughter.
Don't look so serious, Dai. You'll give yourself wrinkles.
Really? That would be horrible.
Dai started fussing with her face, trying to prevent the onset of wrinkles. 20 minutes later, and an extra few bottles of wine, which Beatrix and Vladimir explained was for good measure, basically get the taste of vodka out of their mouths, Vladimir took his last breath.
Well, that sure got boring towards the end, didn't it? I guess I can't have fun all the time, right? Either way, everyone is free to leave. Class dismissed.
Well, it was fun, comrade.
Beatrix tipped her glass at Vladimir before falling off her chair, stone drunk.
All right, Beatrix. It's time I got you into bed.
Nicholas hoisted Beatrix off the floor and began to carry her out of the kitchen. Before he could proceed very far, however, Beatrix began poking his face with her extended forefinger.
Why are you always so serious, Nikki?
Because one of us needs to be. Say goodnight, Beatrix.
Good night.
Nicholas carried Beatrix out of the kitchen while the captain tried to explain to Melody the gravity of the situation.
Melody, your father's gone to sleep, but he won't be waking up.
What?
He's gone to go see your mother now. So you should say goodnight to him and come with me.
Although Melody looked confused, she acquiesced to the captain's request, too tired and emotionally worn out to argue with her. Melody walked up to her father's body, currently slumped against the kitchen island, and wrapped her tiny arms around him in a hug.
Good night, Papa.
Good night, Vladimir.
Yoshiki, could you give me a hand? We can move him into the medical bay for the time being.
We're going to use his blood as a disinfectant.
Yeah, of course.
You, Shizuka, you two should head off and get some rest.
Can do.
I left with Shizuka and we made our way back to our respective rooms. As I crawled into bed and closed my eyes, I swore I could still hear Vladimir singing. Although I didn't remember waking up during that night, it didn't feel like I had gotten much sleep either. When I rolled over and looked at my tablet, I discovered that it was already 8 a.m. Time to get up. The die problem and the pocket watch weren't going to solve themselves, after all. For now, though, last night's execution was sure to be at the forefront of everyone's mind, especially Melody's. I pulled myself out of bed and got dressed. First port of call. This kind of reinforces my suspicion that this is the twin route. We'll start with Nicholas. I see that Nicholas is at the dining hall with Melody. I might head over. I'm hungry. I made my way to the dining hall and was greeted warmly by Nicholas upon my arrival.
Ah, good morning.
Nicholas smiled at me. Behind him, Melody was drawing at the dining table while eating her breakfast. Are you sure about that? Nicholas immediately picked up on my intention and pulled me aside, speaking quietly so Melody didn't overhear us.
I understand that today is not, in fact, a good morning. However, Melody just lost her father, and we need to do everything in our power to provide structure and stability.
Then put her in a cage, for crying out loud. I'm sorry.
No, please don't be. Let's just support Melody.
Iron bars in a cage will support her, all right? Of course. I know all too well what it's like to lose both parents so suddenly.
Yes, you do. That being said, she is still a child. As such, we must do our best to give her a normal childhood, circumstances allowing.
She's in a frickin' spaceship. I nodded at Nicholas as he turned to speak to Melody.
Melody, would you like any more to eat?
Melody didn't even look up from her drawings.
No, thank you.
Alright, well, let me know if you get hungry, okay?
Okay.
Nicholas turned his attention back to me.
Have you eaten yet?
I haven't.
Would you like me to grab you something to eat? I believe today's menu is pancakes with fruit.
Healthy, eh? That'd be awesome. Thank you, Nicholas. I'm trying to get him out of the room in case you're wondering.
Very well. If you would like to wait here with Melody, I will go get you your breakfast.
Thank you so much. Nicholas left the dining hall and I took a seat next to Melody, who was happily drawing. Good morning, Melody.
Good morning, Monkey.
What are you drawing there?
I'm drawing everyone.
Really?
Yep.
Even me?
Especially Monkey.
That's sweet. Can I see?
No, not yet. I'm not done.
Okay. Okay, I'll wait. I sat quietly next to Melody, waiting for her to finish. I couldn't get any clear glimpses of what she was drawing since she was covering it with her arms.
Okay.
Let's have a look then. Melody handed her picture over to me. What can I say? She's got more, I'd say, Edvard Munch rather than Da Vinci. Although she did capture my smile just right.
See? This is you, and this is the captain.
Yeah, I can see that. Are we all on fire?
Yep.
Why?
You all lost.
But we don't all lose. Nicholas, get this kid in a cage. I'm telling you, man. Melody simply shook her head at my naive remark.
Silly Monkey. Everyone loses.
A chill ran through my body at her remark. My body felt both heavy and foreign at the same time. When Nicholas returned, I was still sitting in silence, trying to process what I'd heard.
Here we are, crafted by the Everett's finest chef. What's wrong?
I suddenly snapped out of my dark thoughts. Yes, sorry, thank you. Nicholas put my plate down in front of me before taking a seat across from me. I began eating as Nicholas engaged Melody in conversation.
Oh, have you finished your drawing, Melody?
Yep.
May I see?
Melody handed over her picture to Nicholas. I could see Nicholas's eyes flicker with discomfort as he examined her drawing.
This is very well done, Melody. You're quite the artist.
Thank you. Nicholas, can we please put put it on the fridge?
Well,
Come on, Nicholas, let's do it. With that, Melody's face dropped as if she already knew the answer.
how about instead of putting it on the fridge, you let me keep it? I love it so much I want to keep it for myself.
Melody's eyes lit up.
Really?
Yes, really. This is the best picture I've ever seen. Please let me keep it.
Okay.
Thank you, Melody. I will cherish it forever.
Okay.
All right, Melody. It's almost time for you to meet with Shizuka to go take your bath. But say goodbye and head over to meet her.
I don't want to have a bath.
I know, but the captain requested it. Do you really want to go against the captain's orders?
Yes.
All right, let me request her for a moment.
I materialized in front of us.
Could you please inform the captain that Melody is refusing to take her bath?
Turn on the shock collar. A look of panic appeared on Melody's face as Nicholas explained the situation to I.
No, I'll have a bath. Don't tell the captain that.
Shall I tell the captain you are having a bath then, Melody?
Yeah, I'm having a bath. Maybe Nicholas doesn't want to have a bath.
Nicholas, shall I inform the captain you don't want to have a bath?
Sure. Tell the captain I am refusing to have my bath.
No, you can't.
Melody clung to Nicholas's arm, concerned.
Nicholas will have a bath, I promise.
Very well. I shall pass this on.
I bowed and left.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to almost get you in trouble.
It's okay. Now let's get you to Shizuka.
Nicholas stood up and started walking Melody out of the room.
Bye, monkey. Let's play later.
I look forward to it. They both disappeared out the door and I finished eating my pancakes. They were pretty damn good. Kanashi definitely lived up to his reputation as a culinary god.
Yahoo! Everyone's favorite AI system is here. My, it's a beautiful day, isn't it? It would be such a shame if someone were to mention the deletion game.
Not really.
Ahem.
Could I please have all crew report to the dining hall for briefing immediately? That is all.
Seriously, though, hurry up. I'm not going to wait here all day.
I rolled over and moaned to myself before getting to my feet and heading over to the dining hall. As we entered the dining room, we were greeted by an overly excited Dai.
Welcome, welcome. Please, everyone, take your seats. The show is about to begin, and I must say I am quite excited about this one.
I made my way to the table and took the empty seat next to the captain. Dai was excitedly moving around the room, pretending to do a head count.
Okay, good. Everyone is sitting.
Get on with it, Dai.
Didn't your mother ever teach you that patience is a virtue?
The captain looked at Dai intensely.
Oh, that's right. She probably wasn't around long enough to teach you much. Such a shame.
I could see the captain becoming enraged by Dai's words, but she remained composed.
All right, I can't hold in the excitement any longer. Welcome to round 4 of the deletion game, Bidding Wars.
The really glitched one.
I have noticed a certain lack of, what's the word? Teamwork. So I have specifically designed this game to help us grow as a crew, but more importantly, as a family. We have to work as a team and trust one another if we are to get through this together.
Cut the crap, Dai. One of us will die. Teamwork is not on the cards.
Well, it is now, 'cause I said so. If you would all please turn your attention to your tablet devices, I have made you a short video on the rules. So the game will be played, and the bidding wars end on Sunday, a week from now. This is pretty exciting, right?
I'm skipping the video there because it doesn't matter. The game is glitched for one, so what you try to do, any sort of strategy you form, is utterly meaningless.
Now, would you like me to explain the rules again myself, or just skip straight to the fun? Wonderful. Everyone's up to speed. Team A will be made up of Nicholas, Beatrix, and Yoshiki. And Team B will consist of Katashi, Shizuka, Melody, and Kimiko.
So if you remember the other route where Shizuka dies, that's guys versus girls with Vladimir on the girls' team. Here we're actually split up. It's us and our bestie with the twins against the cook, the captain, the kid, and I will think of something for Shizuka later.
And remember, no talking with the enemy from now on, or else. Team B, if you would please exit the dining hall and make your way to the rec room. I will be there shortly to allocate your team captain. Team A is up first.
As Dai finished her sentence, Katashi, Shizuka, Melody, and the captain made their way out of the dining hall.
Good. Now that those pesky B-teamers are gone, we can finally get down to business. Could I please have all crew report to the dining hall for briefing immediately? That is all.
How will the captain be chosen fairly?
Straight to business, eh, Nicholas? I like a man who takes charge. Meow. I've preloaded 4 cards on your tablets. You can choose one whenever you're ready. The person who chooses the card with the bunny on it will be the team captain.
Remember, you have to be the captain by default because that's your death condition for the game.
How do we know you aren't going to change the bunny card to suit who you prefer as captain?
So suspicious, Trixie. You don't mind if I call you Trixie, right?
Yes.
Oh, wait. That's right. I don't need your permission, do I, Trixie? But to answer your question, I've already preloaded my cards on all of your tablets. Once a card has been selected by someone, it cannot be selected by anyone else. Once all cards have been assigned, they will reveal who the captain is.
Brother.
I will go after you, as usual.
Dai, it's only natural for me to be number 1.
Of course, Trixie.
I shall request card number 4, please, Dai.
Very well.
Do you want to pick next?
You go ahead, Yoshiki. We are BFFs after all.
Thanks, bestie. Dai, can I have number 2?
Of course you can. So that leaves our lucky loser with number 3. Ta-da! Bunny! Congratulations! You are the team captain.
But I don't think I want to be the team captain.
Sorry, kiddo, but that's the hand you've been dealt.
I think you'll make a fine team captain, bestie.
I don't want to have to make choices for others. I don't want to be responsible for anyone else's life.
If he doesn't want to be team captain, then I should be.
Over my dead body, Beatrix. In that case, if we tie, you will die also.
Nicholas, I am considering your proposal.
I nominate myself as tribute.
Bzzz. Sorry, Trixie. Doesn't work like that. Although killing Nicholas to give you team captain was tempting. Don't worry. You only have your life, your team's lives, and the lives of the other team in your hands.
Here I thought I'd be entrusted with something important. Yeah, thanks.
All right. Any last questions before I leave to visit the infamous B team?
While you're there, can you tell them that they suck?
I have one.
Yes, sir. You in the back.
Yoshiki looked around confused for a moment before realizing she was referring to him.
Oh, yes. I have a question about the allocation of points. If I'm always allocated 0 points, am I guaranteed to die?
What? Heavens, no. This is a team game, remember?
But if I have 0 points each round, in total, won't I have 0 and I'll lose?
But your team might still win, in which case, even with 0 total individual score, you would still survive.
Huh?
If Team B loses, even their lowest individual score is 400 million. It doesn't matter. That's who is executed because they have the lowest score on the losing team.
So we should focus on making the team win and not the individual.
You can play it as you choose. I'm simply the referee, the dealer, the executioner, etc.
One last question.
Make it quick. I'm already running late to my next appointment.
What if we disagree with the points allocation? Can we overthrow our team captain?
Woo! Anarchy!
Feisty as always, but no. Your team captain is your captain, and attempts at mutiny will be met by a special court-martial with your honor. Me! Hint, it doesn't go well for the attempted mutineers.
Never know until you try, Beatrix.
Awesome.
All right, well, I will leave you to discuss your plan to take down the B team. Remember, no talking to them. Not at all.
With that, she unmistakably signaled that she was watching all of us and disappeared from the dining room. We all sat in silence for a few moments, really processing the current situation.
Wonder what the punishment is.
Huh?
If we talk to Team B, what would be our punishment?
I welcome you to find out firsthand, Yoshiki.
So, to remind you guys, if you were on the other route where Shizuka died, the twins talked to each other, the split here is between Yoshiki and the captain. They're going to be the ones that trigger the game to go early.
That wouldn't be wise. Dai never specified that the punishment would only affect those who broke the rules. I'm not willing to take that risk.
You make a good point.
Do you think Dai would only punish those who broke the rules? Or everyone?
I can't be sure. But let's not concern ourselves with that right now. If we never speak with Team B, we won't need to find out.
I guess so.
So, do we have a plan moving into this game then?
What if we just take turns taking the most to least points over the 3 rounds? We could just allocate the points like 4, 3, 2, and 1, and just rotate who receives what over the rounds.
It is highly unlikely that we can do that.
Why is that?
This game isn't just about us. We need to take into account the other team's actions and try to predict their future actions in order for us to win. If we go in with all 3 battles pre-planned, it will be easy to predict and counter.
But they wouldn't know we had all 3 planned in advance.
You're right, they wouldn't. But they'll be trying to predict our movements just as much as we'll be trying to predict theirs.
So you're saying we should go in with no plan?
Not quite. We go in with no number set in stone. In situations like this, we need to be flexible and adapt during each round.
This does seem like the best way to approach this.
Oh, little brother, you're so smart.
Beatrix latched onto Nicholas's arm in excitement.
So we can't do anything just yet?
We have a week, so there's no rush. And since we can only speak amongst ourselves, we'll have plenty of time to come up with the best possible strategy.
All right, I'll work hard on strategies for us.
So, if we can't communicate with the other team,
Who needs them anyway?
who's going to make our dinner? Kadashi is on the other team. All members of Team A seem stunned by the announcement. Can any of you cook?
I can do everything.
Is that you volunteering to make dinner?
Fat chance there, sailor. My hands are far too precious to be soiled by food preparation. Yoshiki, make me dinner, eh?
Sure.
Nice knowing you, Beatrix. Would have been nice if you could have survived to play the game.
I don't think that's a wise decision.
Why not?
Yoshiki can be quite clumsy.
What? No, I'm not.
What happened to the cleaning robot you made last month?
I tripped over her. So what? She moves under your feet.
Then what happened?
Well, I set her on fire.
Just means she saw too much. What? Why?
It was an accident. I was trying to fix her after I tripped over her, but I set it on fire instead.
Her? Yoshiki's voice took on a slightly wistful tone.
Her name was Lena. She was the best cleaning robot ever. Until I set her on fire, that is.
And she made a nice example for all the other devices on the ship.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean I can't cook.
Very well. I expect you to answer to Katashi should you cause any damage to his precious kitchen.
Yoshiki flinched at the very idea and gave a slight bow in Nicholas's direction.
Please cook dinner, Nicholas. I was wrong to question your wisdom.
I wasn't trying to volunteer, but it looks like there's no helping it now.
Come to think of it, for the next week we'll have to perform different chores to make up for who's missing.
I'm good, thank you. I have neither the need nor the desire to do chores.
But we all need to work together.
I'll cheer you on from the sidelines.
But
Beatrix completely ignored Yoshiki and continued.
Let's work hard together, okay, team? Oh, would you look at the time? I need to go wash my hair. See you later, team.
With those words, Beatrix abruptly exited the dining hall.
she's not going to help us at all, is she?
Absolutely not.
You'll help us, right?
Of course. Right after I finish washing my hair.
Okay. Well, I'm off.
Yoshiki waved gleefully at Nicholas and me before leaving.
Well, I have a few things to handle before I start dinner preparation, so if you would excuse me.
Nicholas left, leaving me alone sitting at the table in the dining hall. Bidding wars, eh? I'm not sure how we'll pull this off as a team. I have a bad feeling about this.
Of course you do.
Dai, don't sneak up on me like that.
Why not?
Because you frightened me.
Can people die from being scared?
I don't...
One moment. I'm checking the database. Who would have thought?
What?
Humans can, in fact, die from being scared, although it's highly unlikely. Apparently, the human body releases adrenaline when frightened, which causes calcium channels inside the membranes of the heart to open, allowing calcium ions to rush into the heart. This, in turn, causes the heart muscles to contract. Too many calcium ions, and they don't stop contracting.
Well, we better reduce all the calcium in our diet. Dai, get ready to remove our bones. Huh?
Your heart stops working, and so do you.
Oh.
I should be more careful. I don't want to kill any of my contestants. Or do I?
Dai, what do you want?
Can't a girl stop by and check in on her favorite player? Besides, I already finished explaining everything to those ingrates over on Team B. Just between you and me, I hope you win.
Di smiled almost sweetly, but there was still something off about it. What's it like being an AI?
What a strange question. What's it like being a human?
Boring. I don't know.
Why, don't you know?
Well, I've always been human, so I have nothing to compare it to.
Bingo!
Huh?
I've never understood my existence as an AI system, so how would I know what it's like without comparing it to other experiences?
I guess. Is there anything that humans do that you can't but would like to?
Human things I want to do. Oh, I got it.
If it's drink vodka or fresh out. What is it?
I want to kill someone.
You're already doing that.
No, I'm not. I control various ship functions that are able to kill people. People have the ability to squeeze someone else's throat with their own 2 hands until they stop breathing. More than anything else, I want to be able to do that.
I feel the same way, Di. But then I turned off the news. That isn't really what I meant.
Oh.
Di looked puzzled for a moment.
Well, I guess I want to have a physical presence.
That's better.
So I can touch things.
That's definitely something that humans can do that AIs can't.
Like people's throats.
Not good again.
This has been fun.
I'm glad I could amuse you.
You haven't just amused me. I now have what you humans call a dream.
What?
I have a dream to touch your throat. I can generate the image in my head already.
Please don't.
Thanks to you, I have a dream, a goal, and a purpose in life.
Positive change, boys.
One day, I hope to kill you with my own 2 hands.
She's just a regular romantic. Di looked at her hands, smiled, and dissipated. Awesome, just what we needed. A twisted dream for a resident homicidal AI. Okay, the day counter went up from 12 to 13, which is why I'm a little confused. I made my way into the halls only to be drawn in by one of the most enticing aromas I'd ever smelt in my life. Following the irresistible pull of the intoxicating scent, I inevitably arrived at the kitchen.
Ah, good morning, sailor.
I was greeted by Beatrix's smiling face as she went about preparing breakfast. So it is morning. She moved about the kitchen so gracefully it was as if this was where she was truly most comfortable. It was a strange sight, to say the least, given her infamous resistance to cooking duty.